sponsored by both schools. The schools are members and have agreed by the Constitution of the bylaws of the Illinois High School Association to ensure the highest possible standards of conduct in their interscholastic athletic programs. The officials for this game have been assigned through approval by both schools. Our officials today are Chris Marks and Neil Burke. We ask that everyone present today demonstrate an attitude of good sportsmanship throughout the contest, no matter what personal feelings they have towards one team or the other. Obscene cheers of throwing objects and verbal indignities directed towards athletes, coaches, or officials have no place in high school athletics. Any spectator not displaying appropriate conduct will be asked to leave the game. Your cooperation is expected and appreciated. And now, if everyone would please rise, we will have our national anthem. And now here are the starting lineups. First with the Crystal Lake Gators. In goal, number 12, Alec Molnar. Number 4, Aiden Midd. Number 23, Scott Yassick. Number 11, Mike Sicer. Number 13, Justin Leipzig. Number 21, Drake Lenkus. Number 28, Timmy Pavavitz. Number 29, Braden Borowski. Number 33, Ethan Driscoll. And number 66, Amden Moffitt. And now for the starting lineup for our Palatine Pirates. In goal, number 11, Daniel Dorshevsky. Number 2, Vinny Shavetta. Number 4, Matthew Sisler. Number 5, Griffin Simons. Number 6, Henry Crane. Number 10, Daniel Wargo. Number 12, Brendan Oscadero. Number 15, Christian Courtney. Number 16, Sam Portera. And number 20, Nathan Bai. The two assistant coaches are Sam Rauschenberg and Paul Hayes. Head coach, Chris Gantz.
Hello and welcome to the Palatine Turf as we have our first lacrosse matchup live on YouTube of the season about to go underway. My name's Luke Jorden on play-by-play duties. Aside me is Bear Landerman on color, as well as Emmet Jorden to the right of us, the brains of the crew, and Tommy Elter's on camera. We are just about ready to get going here. Palatine 1-0 on the season, Crystal Lake 0-2. And here's the face-off to get us going. It's Drexler trying to drag it out, and he'll do so. Palatine will start with possession. Chavetta will walk it in. This is a team that's looking to win 5 straight against the Gators, as they'll set up their inaugural offense. It's Simons up to Escudero. Escudero feeling confident after that 6-point night as he gets it to Simons. And the Concordia, Wisconsin commit gets the scoring started early.
And that ball gets hit out of his pocket, and Simon's just there to pick it up and throws it straight in the goal, and just good vision to know where he is and where the ball is, and just puts it in.
So that's a statement of a start here for Palatine, coming off a 12-4 victory of Jacobs High School the previous night. Many said it was 13-3, but now the revised final on Max Preps is 12-4. And I've heard from a couple of the Pirates that the scoring on Max Preps originally was wrong. So it was actually 12-4. So still an 8-goal deficit compared to the previous 10.
Only took them 35 seconds to score their first goal, and there's a second.
Things are not looking good for the Gators, but for the Pirates, it's opposite. Simons with 2.
Palatine Pirates second goal, score number 5.
And you can already hear
Simons.
the tone of Bob's voice. He might be in for a long night of goal calls if Palatine keeps it up at this rate.
Yeah, we're 49 seconds into this game. Palatine's already up 2-0, and it's just complete utter domination early.
Drexler looking to be victorious on another draw, kicks it forward. Ground ball scrapped out and picked up by the freshman Henry Crane. And once again, the Pirates 3 for 3 on draws. Crystal Lake hasn't even gotten a possession yet. Here's Crane at the 30-yard line. First game of high school lacrosse yesterday, he recorded a hat trick. Now spun around. Simons has it, already has 2 goals. Looks up to number 2, Chavetta. He'll evade. Justin Lacey. Now Simons to the far side. Up top for Wargo. He's thinking about dodging on Sicer. Instead, heaves it down low to Simons. Simons with the fake. Cuts inside, looking for the early hat trick, and it bounces wide. Escudero is there to scoop up the loose change before it could make its way out of bounds.
The Pirates have just been able just to control this whole entire game, just keeping the ball and keeping possession, just getting good looks, and they've been doing it all game. Hopefully they can continue to do it.
Seems like they'll take all day if they want to try to get a scoring opportunity here. Why not? Already up 2-0 with the time ticking. Playing catch there is Vinny Chavetta and Brendan Escudero. Now a switch, and Henry Crane has it. Guarded by Renner Stravlopoulos. Here's Crane ripping one on, and he scores!
A little deep there, but the freshman just able to get it done. Great goal.
And once again, it all comes from the face-off dot.
His first of the game, score number 6.
Drew Drexler.
Henry Crane.
He's looking to win 4 out of 4, but he goes early. And now the Gators will finally possess and look to cut into the deficit here.
Finally get the ball here, first possession.
Here's Michael Sicer, second on his team in points with 4. Up high. Stavropoulos. Cradling with the left hand. Now trying to cut inside with speed is Lenkis. And he lost it. And a smooth break out of the zone from the Pirates. Crane to Escudero, now looking across. Shot there from Bai, snuck wide.
Another great look from the Pirates, and they had a chance there, and Bai just left that one outside and took a bad hop and went out of bounds.
Palatine in the 1-4-1 offense here. Simons will repossess. Over to Escudero. Over to Bai. Gets a better angle, but his shot is tipped off the long pull stick of Ethan Driscoll, the senior. And a lot of motion in front. Pass finds the stick of Wargo. Defended very well here by Driscoll. He'll back out. Give it back to Simons. Quarterbacking this play. He's now going to go to goal line extended. Now to the other goal line extended. And that's across to Wargo, and he scores.
And early it's just been the senior captain, Simons, just controlling this offense, being a leader, and finds an assist. He already has 2 goals. And he's just been the player of the game so far.
Yeah, no question about it. And this won't be the last year of lacrosse for him. As I mentioned earlier, headed to the Concordia University, Wisconsin, where actually alumni Connor Lang, who played here 2 years ago, is an hour and a half away. So he'll be joining a former teammate. Drexler gets on top of another draw.
This is huge for the Pirates early. They've won 4 face-offs to start the game, only lost 1. That's Drexler leaving early.
4-0 early. On this fairly nice day in Palatine, Bob was talking to us just about 30 minutes ago and was speaking to us on how brutal the weather was yesterday when Palatine hosted Jacobs. Here's Crane feeling confident, but the stop is made by Molnar. And another second chance opportunity for Griffin Simons, and he'll capitalize. Humble celebration as he gives Escudero a little high five, and number 5 gets the goal number 5 for the Pirates early on, not even halfway through this first quarter.
And that's just Simons' IQ, just to know where the ball's going to go, and he just read that like a book, stood right in front of the goal and put that one in. That's his 3rd goal of the game, now a hat trick, and he already has an assist too.
Drexler wins another draw over Braden Muraski, the sophomore who came into this game with a really solid face-off percentage, and now he's able to get the ground ball back before he has it knocked off, and he'll regain. 58.3% on face-offs headed into this one. 2 goals and 1 assist through 2 games. The Gators 0-2 up to this point. They lost to Grant Community 4-11 and Batavia 8-12. This is their 3rd road game in a row on a 5-game road trip. Here's a step-down shot. Never made its way there. Aiden Niet, the junior, looking for the goal. Under 6 minutes to go in quarter number 1. On the far side, it's Lenkus. Lenkus defended heavily here. Some great work from Matthew Sisler, the first-year long pull. He previously played lacrosse here at Palatine. This is his first time with the long stick, and that was a good first impression up here in the booth.
Yeah, Sisler just disrupts that play and able to get the ball back for the Pirates. And
we have a push as George Wagner was able to draw a call there. He got bombarded up in the danger zone. So just when the Gators were about to repossess, Palatine looking to add on now. Chavetta switching hands. Trying to show off the agility. Will take a step down shot from a distance, and he snipes it.
What a shot from Chavetta from deep distance, and just steps down, fires, and finds the back of the net. Great goal.
And the Pirates, a team that graduated 13 seniors from last year, is recovering quite well so far, outscoring their opponents 18-4 in total up to this point. And in the last few years, we really haven't seen an outburst from Palatine this early. But now the other way comes Crystal Lake South. They ring the iron as Sicer nearly grabbed his 5th point on the year.
That would have been huge for Crystal Lake South just to get something going, and they need a spark right now, down 6.
Yeah, you said it best there, a spark. Lacrosse, obviously a lot of goals. You got to play it one at a time, and that would have been a huge step forward. Instead, the ball rang the post and came backwards at him.
Our scoreboard here is stopped and it's not moving. And there it goes. 4:45.
Chavetta steps down and scores top shelf once again.
Another great goal for Chavetta, and he's just 2 in a row now and just able to knock in the shots and find the back of the net. The step down just looking great right now for him.
It's the same face-off guys as before. Drexler and Morawski. This one's not as easy to get.
Finally picked up by Sisk.
Here's Crane over to Escudero. Now for Simons. 7-0 already. Not what we expected up here.
Yeah, pretty much a blowout early. Just Pirates just controlling this whole entire game.
And Simons almost pulled off a sweet sequence. Faked the pass to Escudero, rolled off, and just missed that right pipe.
Crystal Lake has only been able to get 1 shot off all game, and it feels like the Pirates have like at least 20. Just throwing in shots left and right and hitting plenty of them.
Yeah, Dershevsky has not been tested. That one shot off the post. And now here come the Gators with some acceleration down the far side. And a step down fire from Renner Stavropoulos. The freshman did not come out the stick the way he wanted to. Been there, done that before. Could tell you that. We actually saw that happen in warm-ups. Simons was taking a shot, and it came out of his mesh wrong, and he actually nailed Vinny instead of hitting the net. There's a desperation shot from Wagner, and it's a misfire. Simons wins the chase.
Pirates just been able to hold the ball, and we're 9 minutes into this game, and it feels like Crystal Lake has not gotten a chance to even touch the ball. I know they have, but Palatine's just been this dominant. Any time Crystal Lake gets the ball, it's just disrupted quickly.
Aiden Orellano is already in the net for the Gators. A goalie change that we did not see coming. Orellano, the junior, is the current backup of the Gators, and he'll be the projected starter for next year when Alec Molnar graduates. Meanwhile, for the Pirates, here's Henry Crane with a fire. That's stopped. Scraped up at the 15 and picked up by Henry Crane. Now for Esteban Padilla. George Wagner, the sophomore, sends it down low. Escudero now at the X position instead of Simons. As Simons playing up at a midi spot now. Now cutting to the cage, Wagner. Shot got blocked by Alex Lacey. Nearing the final minute here in quarter number 1. Not the closest of games, to say the least. And Simons with the turnover. Dishes it to Wagner. Wagner gets some separation. He can't score. It got part of Orellano.
Pirates just another great look there and not able to get a chance to get it go in, but they've been battling this whole entire game and just controlling everything.
Gators currently possess, I mean, if you were to give a percentage guess, how much of the game do you think the Gators have had the ball, Bear?
Probably 5%.
Yeah, I just got the visual from Emmet Jorden, the hand up as well. I think that's a fair guesstimate.
That might be too much, it feels like.
Taking some heavy hacks.
7 seconds to play here.
Pirates looking for one more, and they'll get just that. It's the freshman Crane again.
And grabbing that quickly and throwing it into the back of the net. He knew he did not have much time and fires it straight away and gets it to hit the net, and there's another goal for your Pirates.
Man, I'm gonna already have to make a check-in with Bob after this quarter to go see how many goals everybody has. I believe that's Crane's second in the first quarter. And we are seeing a switch at the dot for the Gators as Michael Seiser replaces Braden Moreski. As they'll try to contain Drew Drexler. They do win that draw, but time expires anyway. There's only 3 seconds on the clock when that faceoff began. So 1 quarter in the books and some pretty obvious takeaways, but what could you say, Bear?
The Pirates just been dominant the whole entire time. They've been getting the looks that they want. They've been able to hold the ball, just control it, and they're just smart with the ball. And Crystal Lake South just hasn't got many chances, and they can't win face-offs, and Drexler's been the one just dominating for the Pirates here early.
Yeah, this is Drexler's first year up at Varsity. And this is also his first time Varsity face-off, of course, and yesterday I heard that he won nearly every single draw. Today he's on that similar pace. He's making quite the percentage in his first 2 games as a face-off guy. The backup is George Wagner at the dot if he is needed. Fairly nice night here. And we're going to take a quick little break up in the booth here at PHSP TV. We'll be right back. Hello, welcome back. We switch sides for quarter number 2, as we do every quarter, here at Boys Lacrosse. Next lacrosse broadcast will be the first Saturday of April when they host Hampshire on that Saturday afternoon. Hopefully the weather will be maybe even a little bit nicer than this weather. As Escudero, it's 9-0 Palatine.
Just again there, the Pirates got the look they wanted. Escudero fires into the back of the net. Great pass from number 20, Nathan By, and Escudero finds the back of the net, gets the Pirates another goal, extends the lead to 9-0.
First goal of the night for Escudero, coming off of a 2-goal, 4-assist performance just last night. By the way, Palatine, 20 goals in the first 5 quarters of their season. And Escudero adds on. The Pirates are in double digits now.
10-0. Just over 12 minutes into this game, and it's shocking.
And now we see that goalie switch again. Love the leadership there from Alec Molnar as he was really supporting Aiden Orolano. Probably telling him, this is a tough opponent, you know, you're doing the best you can, but Palatine's been sending missiles at the net, and not only are they fast, but they're accurate too. I don't think on a typical night for these teams, the Pirates would be up 10-0. It's just been quite the offensive start for one side, and the other's still trying to get their rhythm.
Crystal Lake South gets the ball now, and they got to look to score their first goal of the game. And they've had 2, maybe 3 chances, but let's see if they can put one in the back of the net now.
They scored 8 goals against Batavia, 4 against Grant. And look at Vinny Chavetta swerving through Gators before he eventually lost it. Sicer now across. Nate trying to hold on to it. And he'll dump it down low to Leknes. Right in front to a wide open cutter. Muraski could not capitalize. And a sigh of relief from Daniel Dorshevsky, the Hofstra commit, who's currently racing up the turf right now, as he's able to keep that donut on the board. Pirates the other way. Beautiful ball movement. And the finish from Nathan By.
By, who had 3 yesterday, gets his first today. And there's still 10 minutes to play in this half, and it's an 11-point game already.
And I'm sure on Palatine's side, we'll start to see a lot more substitutions in play. A new face, Will Sisk, out there.
Palatine Pirate
on the near side midi.
First of the game, score number 20, Nathan By.
Another new man at the faceoff dot for the Gators. And he's unsuccessful on that draw, but giving it the try was Zach Stinson, the sophomore. Drexler continues his domination. This ball's cycled around. Now to Simons down low, back to Escudero, up to Sisk. Escudero steps down and a huge save. Squatting down and getting his body in front of it, Alec Molnar.
Great save for Molnar there, and finally able to get a shot saved.
It's not easy to adjust to those shots down low where you have to move your stick, but well done there. And now it's Wagner for Sisk Escudero. The offensive possession isn't finished here. Simon's faking it behind the back. Escudero thinking about firing. He'll do that, and with the rejection is Molnar. What a sequence here from the Gators goaltender.
2 great saves for Molnar, and
uh-oh. Escudero causes an interception, shoots it. What another save!
wow, Molnar on fire right now. Huge save. Trying to keep his team in the game the best he can, but it's an 11-point game, so.
In the short span of time, should have been 3 easy goals for the Pirates. And the goaltending really starting to pick up for the Gators. We have a stoppage of play. I'm not sure what for here. Must have been something off the ball. It'll be a reset for Padilla and the rest of the Pirates. 8:20 left to play in quarter number 2. Sun starting to set. Clouds look real nice here in Palatine. As well as it looks like the JV game between York and Palatine has concluded. We'll give a check over to the varsity game between Palatine and York when we get a chance. Palatine's baseball team going against a Wake Forest baseball commit. And if Emmet just said that correctly, 3rd in the MLB draft prospects? Wow. Yeah. And his name's Ryan Sloan, right? Quite a guy, jeez.
Pitches tops out at 98 miles an hour, and it's unbelievable for a high school prospect, and it's just crazy to see.
Simons is bodied down, scoops it out to Javetta. He shoots, and that goes wide, winning the chase as Molnar, and the Gators will possess. And, of course, the day that the Pirates baseball team has to face York, they're facing their top pitcher in the rotation.
Yeah.
I'm sure it gets a little bit easier on from there. Oh, wow. All right, Emma giving us the truth here. Bottom of the 6th. And the York Dukes are up 7-0 as the Pirates score once again.
Simons again, just easy way to get a goal. Just
Pirate goal scored by number 5.
gets the ball and fires into the back of the net. That makes it 12-0 now. And I believe that's Simon's 4th goal of the night, and he's been the man.
Yeah, that's a failed exit there from the Gators. And as we're looking on our replay monitor here, it's quite noticeable that this Gators defensive core is just tired. And when the ball's been on your side of the field for the majority of the game, that's going to be the case. Nearly halfway through quarter number 2. Lights on at Chick Anderson Stadium. It's Escudero up high. Simons looking to continue the scoring that missed entirely. Thought it hit a body in the lane for the moment. Nonetheless, with the guy down at X, Palatine wins the chase. And don't matter how many times you miss the net, as long as you win that chase, that's what's most important.
This one will be going the other way, and down 12, you need something to go. Doesn't matter what it is. The Gators just need it.
Yeah, you need to build on something, even if you're not going to realistically come back in this game. Not saying that it's not possible, but the odds are probably lower than 0.1%.
Yeah,
it's really just a practice, you know. You're trying to work on things. What makes you a great lacrosse player is when you play good competition like this.
And the Pirates just look great in their first 2 games. Not even 6 quarters finished. They have 24 goals already.
That's 4 goals a quarter on average. This is a team the past couple of years that has relied on great goaltending. That's not the case so far. Of course, the great goaltending is there, but the offense is present so far in this 2023-24 season. You had the alumni Rand Paddock, who was previously goalie here. Now he plays at Mercer University, Lacrosse, and then you produce another Division I commit, and Danny Dorshevsky, who's headed to Hofstra in Long Island, New York. So the Pirates have been pretty spoiled with goalies in the past 8 years, but who knows what'll be entailed after the departure of Dorshevsky. Aaron pass slides over the 50-yard line. That'll be an over and back for the Pirates. Here's the Gators trying to get something going. Muraski lost it. And it's recollected by 8 and 8. Nate will back out and give it to Orellano. Yes, you heard that correctly. Orellano plays both positions of midi and goalie. So he was just taking a ton of shots from Palatine earlier. Not very often you see that. And a flag flies. We have our first flag of the game. That looks to be on Vito Yanis. And Dorshevsky with a big save in front to keep the 0 on the board, denying the opposing 11, Michael Seiser. But now the Gators will get a man-up opportunity. And it's Angelo Vito Yanis headed to the box for a push. It'll be a 30-second penalty. Pirates in the box in 1 penalty kill, so to call it. Some movement in this man up of the Gators. Seiser cuts in, and he looked like he scored. And that will be called a goal. It hit the back of the net and bounced right back out. But that is a good goal, and the Gators get one on the board thanks to the man advantage.
Yeah, that one took a weird bounce out of the net. We couldn't tell from up here if it was a goal, and took them a little bit to finally call it, but stands as a goal. And there's the Gators' first goal of the game. Hopefully they can build off of it and bring this game back.
And a clean face-off win from Drexler as he shoots it back. Don't see that very often. Some cutters coming in for the Pirates. The delayed one, Escudero gets the pass and fires it right to the stick of Alec Molnar. But one of the things that Crystal Lake South has had troubles with is clearing that ball. And once again, another caused turnover from the men in white.
This Pirate team has just been disruptive. Anytime they give the ball away, it feels like they get it back in seconds.
Spinning around and just misfiring there was Wargo. Was ruled a shot, so the chase won bye-bye. Final 2 minutes in the first half. Can definitely start to feel the difference in temperature here.
Yeah.
Got a feel for our guy Tommy out there doing the camera.
Thank you to Tommy for stepping in and filling in for us and being able to get on the camera.
Really cool that a couple of the previous stars of PTV, when it came to the athletes, are now working with us, getting some nice volunteer hours in while getting to watch some sports, as Henry Crane with the cause turnover there.
Yeah, Luke, as you said, it was a beautiful night. Now temperature starting to dip. Wind probably going to play a factor heading into the rest of the game, and it's just going to get colder and colder, but started out a nice day if you take out the wind.
Well, last minute to play in the half.
Mm-hmm.
It's 55 degrees, feel like is 51 right now, and to us it probably feels like it's a little cooler than that.
Yeah, might feel a little bit 15 minutes prior.
Yeah.
Final 40 seconds. Pirates lead by 11. There's a shot from Crane that sneaks wide. I'm assuming the running clock will be in play for the third and fourth quarter. Pirates looking for one more here. Here's Escudero. Trying to shake off his defender, gets it on, and Molnar with another save. He's been playing very solid this quarter.
I think that's Molnar's 5th save of the quarter, and he's been huge for the Gators, and he'll be a huge piece for them if they want to come back. There's a horn.
And if that's the case, 5th save, that's 5 out of 9 shots stopped that were on goal, and any save percentage over 500 is pretty darn solid in the sport of lacrosse. So some improvements being made from the Gators. Only a 4-1 quarter in favor of the Pirates instead of the 8-0 first quarter. So perhaps the third and fourth will be closer than we expected. But for now, we'll take a break while they take a break. Come back in 10 minutes. Second half action awaits you between the Crystal Lake South Gators and Palatine Pirates.
Palatine Pirates. Okay, to give you some information, the Pirates go on like a break for spring break. They don't come back until they go to Buffalo Grove on April 1st. It's a Monday night at Buffalo Grove. The next home game for the Pirates will be Thursday, April 4th against the Oak Grove Grenadiers. That's Thursday, 4-4. Tonight's attendance is 84 people with one dog.
It starts at like 8:10, right? What's it today? Boise.
Started again.
All right, let's roll. Hello and welcome back. We're just about ready to get the second half started here at Chick Anderson Stadium. Your current score, Pirates 12, Gators 1. How did we get there? Yeah, it beats me, but I could tell you who scored. Chavetta has 2. Griffin Simons has 4. Henry Crane, the freshman, has 2. Danny Warko, the sophomore, grabbed 1. Brennan Escudero has 2. And Nathan Bai has 1. So 12-1, and I was talking to Bob at halftime. It takes 12 goals to get a running clock going, so one more tally for the Pirates, and the game will be condensed.
That first half was just filled of Pirates just holding the ball, getting the looks they wanted, and they were pretty much like disciplined, and whatever they wanted happened, and that's why they ended up getting 12 goals, and that's why they have an 11-point lead right now.
Don't forget our next broadcast in general is Thursday. And if you want to see Palatine baseball play and avoid the cold, that's the perfect solution for you. It'll be about 30 degrees or so come first pitch as the Palatine Pirates baseball team takes on the Carmel Corsairs. Here's a look in front, and they score! That is number 23. Trying to catch a number here. Perhaps. So now the lead is only 10. On that goal was Scott Yasik. The freshman, by the way. And that is Yasik's first goal in high school lacrosse, so that'll be one to remember.
Gators able to get a good look there, and fire went into the net, and it's a 10-point game, and most games aren't always over, but if there's ever one, it might be this one.
Well, the only reason that it's a 10-goal game and not an 11, 12, or 13 is because of that man in between the pipes right there. Molnar makes another great stop, and he's heated up ever since midway through that second quarter.
Yeah, his 6th save since that.
But speaking about announcers, Jinx, that one just about impossible to stop. Griffin Simons all alone right in front of the crease.
That's his 5th goal of the night, and he's just looked unstoppable tonight. And
Palatine Pirate goal.
just
Scorer number 5, Griffin.
feels like every
Simon.
time he throws in a shot, it finds itself into the back of the net.
3 goals in the season opener versus Jacobs.
5 tonight, and 1 more will double that and make it 6.
Back at the face-off dot for the Gators, it's Braden Moraski, who saw a ton of action at the dot early on. Now he's back in, and Drexler wins another draw, but he bobbled the ball away. And now Moraski racing up. Drexler on the back check, able to give some good pressure, but a flag flies as it's too aggressive. And that's either going to be Portera, current PTV member, or Drexler. So we'll wait and see who gets assessed the penalty. The Gators' first goal of the game did come on their only man advantage opportunity of the night, so have to watch out for that, because the Gators team, when they have possession in the offensive zone, they're not, bad at creating chances, but it's just getting the ball over the 50-yard line.
Yeah. It feels like they have like 4 or 5 times where they've gotten it past that 50-yard line, and every time they do it, they don't get many shots, and it's just the Pirates just disrupt everything they want, and they were able to hold the ball for felt like 90% of the first half, if not more, and the Pirates just look great right now.
So Drexler sets the penalty, and a shot trickles wide. Dorshevsky wins the chase, and that is crucial for the man-down unit, as they'll now get to hold the ball. Dorshevsky trying to evade Yasik there. Able to get it out to Courtney. Courtney backpedaling, finds Escudero. Here comes Escudero. Now Simons zipped right to the middle for George Wagner, and he scores.
And Wagner steals that one from his teammate, but I don't think anyone on Palatine's going to be mad for that one, and able to take that one and fires into the back of the net for his first goal of the game, and that makes it a 12-point lead, and it should be a running clock now.
Pirate goal scored by number 1, George Wagner.
And Wagner, younger brother of Mikey Wagner, who played for Palatine 3 years ago. Back when I was a freshman. Flag flies, and this will be on Palatine. And that looks to be Crane, who will be taking the seat in between both benches, serving this penalty. We are currently at running clock status, so Gators' goal would cut the time to stoppage time, or more increase the stoppage time, more to say.
Gators need something going for them now, and
that's not how you want things to go.
much, no.
So Courtney brings it in.
Our fellow PTV member and
basketball color commentator, Stacey King wannabe, as some would call him.
He's out there with Sam Portera,
and a long toss is intercepted by the Gators and taken right back into the hands of Wargo, who finds Escudero. Simons taking his time. Crane's penalty expired. We're back to even strength. So that was just a 30-second. Here comes Chavetta with some speed. Gets it below goal line extended and finds Simons, who makes a heave up high to Wargo. Trying to dance through defenders, couldn't do so. Second chance picked up by Escudero, and his pass cross crease intended for Chavetta was intercepted by Molnar. And look at that effort from Escudero. Real close to offsides, though.
Yeah. Stopped himself right on that line, and fortunate to get no call there.
Seeing a lane and thought of taking it was Moraski. Now stepping down is Meiser, and he misses left. A look in front. Backhand dish. Goes wide from Yasik.
The chase goes to the Pirates. Is Dorshevsky able to win that one? Up 14 still with a run, or up 12 with a running clock.
Pass ahead for Portero is swatted down. Meiser steps down with room. Dorshevsky with the denial.
Huge save from the Hofstra commit there.
And both teams have really picked up the intensity. Doesn't matter the deficit, as these teams are all heart. Here comes Vito Yanis. Dishes it to Bai, who's wide open and scores.
Great goal from Nathan Bai there. That's his second of the game, and he had 3 last night. Make that 5 on the year.
Palatine Pirate goal, scorer number 20, Nathan Bai.
And another great effort from Alec Molnar, but it's just some of these shots couldn't even be stopped by collegiate goalies. I mean, if you put Daniel Dorshevsky on the other end, it's probably still a 9-2, 10-2 game. It's just the chance creation that has been caused by these Pirates.
Yeah, they're just firing shots left and right, and you might get another one here.
And it's Simons who just missed his chance on the double hattie. Number 5 with 5 on the night so far, 8 on the season. Was named the team's offensive player of the year last year. The defensive player of the year was Adam Heikkinen, and then the overall MVP was Daniel Dorshevsky. And off the delayed call, that was a push. Crystal Lake has the ball, but only momentarily. It's now on the ground. Simon scoops it up. Pirates doing as they did last season, a very hot start so far. Looking to go 2-0 here. And an underhand shot from Chavetta sneaks through the 5-hole of Molnar, and it's now 16-2.
Chavetta just able to get another easy look, and I believe that's his 3rd goal, and he'll make that a hat trick. And
Palatine Pirate goal, his 3rd of the game for the hat trick, number 2, Vinny Chavetta.
This will be their 5th straight win against the Gators. A 2-0 start to the season. They started 5-1 last year, finished with an 11-9 record. As the Pirates declined at the end of the year, dropping their last 4 games, including that playoff loss to Hersey that sent them into the next season. Here's a pass to Nate as he fanned on the shot. Loose ball. Finally regained by Courtney as he finds Dorshevsky below the crease. It's Courtney again. Let's see what the PTV man can do. Turnover. I'm going to be showing that. I'm going to be showing him that clip over and over again on the walk back to our cars tomorrow from school. Flag flies. This will be on Palatine again. That's their 4th penalty. There are also 7 guys out there for Palatine. But that is because they already have the delayed call, so they can bring that extra man in there.
Minute 30 here to play in the 3rd quarter. Pirates lead by 14, and looks like they'll keep this lead for a while.
It's Stavropoulos with it outside of the offensive box. Trying to get a pass off, now double teamed. Able to evade Escudero. Still many more men to beat. Gets by Courtney. Look at this sequence as he dishes it in front. And almost putting it in was Jasic.
Jasic trying to knock that one with his stick and just not able to put it in. Gets past the goal and goes out of bounds. And this one will stay with the Gators here.
Under half a minute to go. Gators trying to find their 3rd of the night. It's Michael Sicer. Getting ambushed by Padilla. Shot on, stopped from the sharp angle by Dorshevsky, and Courtney will find Dorshevsky. As Daniel looks at the time, heaves it down the turf. And that'll sound the buzzer on 3 quarters. 14 goals separating the 2 teams.
With the score of the Palatine Pirates 16.
As it's quite the Palatine beatdown.
Crystal Lake South 2.
We'll cut off for a quick minute and join you back very shortly. You're watching PHSP TV live on YouTube.
And again, don't forget, Pirate fans, after spring break, the Pirates are on the road for the first road game of the year on April 1st against the Buffalo Grove Bison. That's at Buffalo Grove. Next home game for the Pirates will be April 4th, Thursday, against Elk Grove at 6:30.
One more quarter awaits us at Chick Anderson Stadium. Not a bad attendance for the weather that's slowly emerging on us here. Currently looking at 50 degrees. Feels colder.
Yeah.
Should drop to at least 47 by the end of the night. And we'll be presented with a few days of just pure chill starting tomorrow. Renner Stavropoulos on the far side, defended by Christian Courtney, or excuse me, Angelo Vito Yanis. Crystal Lake in game number 3 of the 5-game road start to the season. After this, they'll play 0-3 Grays Lake North and 0-2 Dundee Crown. A huge chance to grab 2 wins there against 2 very beatable teams.
Portero knocks that out of the hands of the Gators attacker and finds it to buy down the field, but nothing there for that possession for the Pirates.
By-seeked Henry Crane, and the pass attempt a little bit too upstairs. Pirates the other way. All alone is Henry Crane. He sends it to the top shelf. And what a night it's been for Henry Crane.
After 3 last night.
And that's his hat trick.
He's now at 3, yeah.
So that's a hat trick a game for the man in his second semester total of high school. Unbelievable from the youngster. Of course, as you can tell, this isn't his first year of lacrosse. Drexler trying to make something happen off the faceoff that he's been great on all night.
Yeah, going back to Crane, he just looks poised, and you can tell he has experience in the sport, and he believes in himself out there, and he knows what he can get done and just shows it.
Plays at the same youth lacrosse club that Griffin Simons did at the Yeti Club. And here's a beautiful pass to Stavropoulos, but he was bounced off of the ball. And Christian Courtney is yard sailed. Christian, come on, man. That's 2 lowlights for Christian. No, but he's played great defensively. Of course, we're just giving him a crap load for the stuff that he makes mistakes on because he's our buddy. .840 and counting to go in the finale of quarters. Pirates in a 1-2-2-1. Here's Wargo. Knocked off of possession. There to regain was By, who finds Crane from a distance, and that zips into the back netting. Not of the goal, but beyond the end zone. Ball out of bounds, chase won by the Pirates, and now here's Escudero from X. It's Sisk. Now for Jack Oswald. Nathan By over Escudero, stepping down, finds the man at X, and making his way through was that was Crane.
Crane almost able to get his 4th there and weaves his way through a couple of defenders and is not able to get the ball into the back of the net, but Pirates able to maintain the ball after the chase here. It's a 15-point game, so they're feeling very confident about this one now.
And what a performance it's been offensively for the Pirates. A solid performance in net for Molnar, just butting heads with the unstoppable offensive unit of the Pirates tonight. 12 goals in their first game, now at 17. One more, and that's 30 in their first 2 games. Thinking about the shot was Wargo, switches hands, trying to get a better shot, and that might have hit the iron.
Yeah. Great maneuver by Wargo to there to get around his defender, and ball doesn't go in, but Pirates able to keep possession. And
now it's Crane Some nice ball movement here, and it's finished by a 5-hole score from Escudero.
What a fire there from Escudero, and gets the ball in his pocket quick and turns and fires and through the 5-hole and gets that one to go in.
Should be goal number 4 from Brendan. Halfway through, quarter number 4. 18-2. Draw successful for the Gators. Not a common theme of the night, but they're able to win that one there.
Being down 16, that has to be something just good, and like there's not much you can be happy about down 16, but that might be able to fix a couple things for them there.
Well, yeah, like you're saying, it's good to know what is weak at the moment. And to be honest with you, I think one of the weaknesses of the Skaters team so far tonight has been the defensive presence.
Yeah.
As the Pirates just seem a lot faster than the Gators tonight.
The effort from the Gators is a little lackluster, but they're only in their third game of the year, and there's plenty of games the rest of the year, and who knows, a lot can change in a matter of time.
We'd like to appreciate you for being here on this Tuesday night. Don't forget, next broadcast Thursday. What do we call that? Afternoon or night? Afternoon. 4:45 start time. What's the base rule like? Before 5 o'clock is considered afternoon, you think? Of course. It's baseball versus the Carmel Corsairs. Emmet and I bringing the action to you. Bear will be busy watching March Madness all day. Oh, don't worry. We'll have our monitors up for stoppages. Yes, yes. Thursday will be your all-you-want action between Palatine Baseball and the NCAA March Madness. Who do you guys got winning? Me too, Emmet. Emmet and I. Great minds think alike with the Houston Cougars choice.
I surprisingly got Auburn making a run. I think they're a dangerous team, and them getting matched up against UConn is the game I have highlighted of the tournament. I think that has the best shot of being the best game of the year, and should be a fun one.
With some speed comes Stavropoulos, and he scores!
Gators able to find the back of the net. Took them a little bit, but with just under 3 minutes to go, they get the lead down to 15, but just won't be enough.
And that's not Dorshevsky in net.
Palatine, Crystal Lake South goals.
And Bob accidentally almost said Palatine goal. I think he's so used to saying it all night. We've got a real tight NCAA first four game going on between Howard and Wagner right now. Final 15 seconds, and Howard scores to make it a 1-point game.
1-point game with 17 seconds left, and Howard down 17 at one point in this game and able to cut it back to a 1-point game, and we'll let you know what the end result is.
Well, heck, with 17 seconds in basketball compared to a running clock of 150 here, I think this game will end before that game.
Especially with timeouts and all the stoppage play, it's going to feel like 10 minutes and not 17 seconds.
What game's after Howard and Wagner? Isn't it like Boise State?
It's Colorado State and Virginia.
So the Boise State game's on tomorrow.
Boise State and Colorado play tomorrow. And
So we got Colorado and Colorado State both in the. Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
yeah. And 2 Mountain West teams are in the first 4, in Boise State and Colorado State, which very disrespectful. I don't know if you can hear, but Emmet Jorden is calling it out here, and
Palatine's looking to just let the time run here. I think they've done enough of an effort putting balls in the back of the net. So it looks like our final score here will be 18-3.
In the regulation.
If you have True TV, I'd recommend flipping over that first 4 game right now. It's in crunch time, that's for sure.
yeah.
69-68, Wagner leads. And that time, now under half a minute to go. Over on the basketball court.
Finally able to get a foul called, and took him 3 seconds, but Wagner will be heading to the line and up 1. Anything can happen, especially it's March. A lot of people out there just call it anarchy. It's crazy. No one knows what's going to happen, and anyone can win this year.
And speaking of winning, the Pirates are now 2-0 on the season for boys lacrosse. Quite the start for them. They'll head on the road to play Buffalo Grove next to look to make things 3-0. Our next lacrosse broadcast will be Saturday, April 6th, as the Pirates host the Hampshire Whippers. It'll be a much tighter game than this one. Hampshire, a very solid team. And your final score here, the Pirates win by 15.
We'll see you on the 4th.
As they've now outscored their first 2 opponents by a combined score of 23.
That's just crazy when you think about it. In 8 quarters, you outscore your opponents by 23 points. Should have a good year, and hopefully that's what the Pirates can do, but there's still plenty of games and plenty of time the rest of the season. Anything can happen. And
another theme that's not always common is the sportsmanship we saw tonight. Saw a couple guys just talking to each other very calmly. No fights, no nothing tonight. Both these teams get along, so good to see even in a demolishing victory for the Pirates. And from PHSP-TV here, we'd like to thank you for being a part of our first lacrosse broadcast of the season. It was a 4-man crew tonight, and it was done to a success. Tommy Elter on camera duties. Emmet Jorden, our producer as well as scoreboard operator. Bear Landerman on the color commentator duties, and my name is Luke Jorden. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night. We'll see you here on YouTube Thursday, baseball versus Carmel. For now, see you then.